Howdy, good morning traders, and welcome to the Forex Morning Coffee Startup session this morning. And you can probably see that I've got a cap on, a little unusual look, and yes, I got my cup of coffee ready to rock and roll this morning, but we've had a couple of issues this morning. Firstly, last night we had a burst water heater pipe, so things are really heating up, alright, if you can put it that way. So there's a couple of things that we couldn't get started this morning, but we got the majority of the stuff getting set up. Fortunately, not totally flooded out, but we are still going on. So the show must go on, regardless whether or not I'm swimming right now. The show must go on. All right, so this is the deal. So what's going on with the market so far? Well, we had a lot of movement over the weekend. We had a weekend gap, especially on the pound crosses. We're going to go ahead and take a look and see exactly how that played out. What currency pairs do we currently have open right now? We'll check that out as well. I do have a problem because one of my computers are underwater right now that has actually all my details on my VPS. I have to go ahead and get that started in order for my VPS to go ahead and work. I'm hoping that's going to be the case. If it's working, we should be good to go. I'm going to go ahead and check that out in a moment. So we're going to check out to see the trades that we do have. Thank goodness for cell phones, right? We can go ahead and check out the trades that we've got. In fact, let me go ahead and open up my my account right now and take a look at the trades that we currently do have. All right, so it looks like we've got the Aussie US dollar. We're in the money with the Aussie US dollar. We're buying Aussie US dollar. We're in the money on Aussie US dollar. We've got Euro Aussie. In fact, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 positions in on a sell on Euro Aussie. We've got Euro CAD, 2 sell positions on the Euro CAD. That's what I've got in. And then on the Euro Pound, I've got 1, 2 positions selling on the Euro Pound as well. I've got on the Euro New Zealand dollar, it looks like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 positions on the Euro New Zealand dollar. And I'm also selling on the Euro New Zealand dollar. And then I've got 1 position in on the Euro US dollar sell. And then 1 position on a sell on US dollar Canadian. Those are the positions we currently have open right now. Remember, trader, new week, new trading opportunities. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on in the market. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at. I was actually looking at the results this week, and as you can see right here, we have pretty good results. Oops, sorry, my bad. Pretty good results right here. So far, we're doing pretty good. Our equity curve is looking really good. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on this week. Now, I'm going to go ahead and, firstly, before we look at the trading opportunities we currently have, I'm going to look at and I'm going to see if I can open up my VPS right now. Looks like my computer has, oh, yes, there we go. That's working. All right. My team managed to get everything going this morning. Fantastic. All right, so these are the positions that we spoke about right here. And let's see here. Here we go. All right. So, yeah, you can see here, and by the way, I know there was a student last week that asked me the question about this tool right here, and I said I'll go ahead and put it in the description box. But what I've done is I'm actually going to go ahead and give you a tool that's available to everyone. This is it right here. It's called the exposure indicator. You can find that under the indicators list right here. So go under the indicators list and look for the eye exposure. There it is right there. And that eye exposure would give you all the details that you really need. In fact, you can have that all on one chart. There it is there. I've got it on one chart right here. And as you can see on my chart that I've got a few things setting up right here. And the one thing that I've got going right here, I can see actually I've got 5 Euro New Zealand dollar trades. So there is 5 Euro New Zealand dollar trades. And let me see here what else I've got going. You put this little writing tool on the left over here. All right, let's just move it across. All right, so there it is. So we've got Euro New Zealand dollar. We've got 5 positions in on that we're currently holding. You can see that we're down a few pips over there. We've got Euro Aussie, right? Euro Aussie. We're in on Euro Aussie right here. Then we've got 4 positions in. And it's all been listed, as you can see right here, from the highest positions you've got to the lowest positions you've got. And then you can see Euro CAD, 3 positions on the Euro CAD. I thought it was only 2. 1 on the euro, US dollar CAD, 2 on the Aussie US dollar, 2 on the euro pound, and there it is there, 1 on the US dollar. That's what I currently have right now. I'm in the money on 2 of the trades, US dollar. So your US dollar Canadian, I'm in on that, and I'm in the money, and I'm in on the money on the Aussie US dollar, and I'm slightly in the money on the US dollar, the euro US dollar right here. So those are the positions I currently have open right now. And let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on with regards to the trading opportunities. All right. So this week we're going to start off with the Euro Aussie, and I know that there was also questions, not questions, but there was also questions last week about the trading room. I am going to be posting a weekly session, or at least a weekly update. I'm going to be posting a weekly update based on swing trading opportunities this afternoon. When I do post that, I will have links inside there that'll not only be able to get you to the trading room, but also be able to give you access to the trading system that I'm using in the trading room, if that's something you're interested in as well. So that'll be available to you later this afternoon. I will post a video. Check out for the video. It's going to be called the Weekly Outlook, and focusing in on the pairs that are actually setting up this week for trading opportunities. All right, so that's number 1. Number 2, we are going to also go ahead and there's another video. Actually, I'm not going to tell you about it right now. I'll tell you maybe tomorrow about that in any case. I'll leave that for tomorrow to give you some more details. I'm not sure exactly what video that's going to be coming out next as well. So I'll let you know about that in a moment. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. We've got a couple of things right here, and take a look at the Euro Aussie. Euro Aussie is creating an opportunity this week for us. Although we had an opportunity last week that we're already in, this week is also a new opportunity right here. So let's go ahead and update. And today is the 2nd of March. It is the first day of the first day of the month. So it's still in. We're still in the first quarter. So let's go ahead and mark it off. So it's March 2nd. And there it is. All right, so March 2nd. And I'm going to go ahead and clean up what we have right here. And we want to update this document to make sure that it's reading what we have and what we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up this right here. Oh, hang on. Before I do, let me just clean up this. And I want to go ahead and make sure I mark off what we currently have as active. This one's active. And we are selling on this one. This one's active as well. We're selling on that one as well. This one's active as well. We're selling on that one. Bearish. And here we got this one active as well. This is the Aussie US dollar. And this one we are bullish. And this one we're active as well. Yes. And this one we are selling. Bearish. Alright, so we've got that active right here. If there's anything else I need to go ahead and plot, I'll go ahead and do so. Alright, let's go ahead and clean that up. Alright, starting at the first one, we said that we have an unhit target this week. And, well, it's going to be a, we're looking for a, let's see here, a bearish alert, right? So the first one right here is the Euro Aussie. Looking for a bearish alert, so we're looking for price to move higher before going ahead and selling. Let's go to Euro Canadian, all right? And Euro Canadian is setting up also with an unhit target this week. So we're setting up with a unhit target, also another bearish alert. Now keep in mind, if we're in on positions already, this then is new opportunity for new traders. So if you're in the trade and you're out the trade this week, you can still continue to monitor these setups. And if you continue to hold this trade, your trades open for the week, then clearly this won't be a new opportunity for you. But this is new opportunities for those new traders that are looking to go ahead and get in on the market. Now, Euro JPY, let's take a look at that one right here this week. And Euro JPY is currently a hit target, so no opportunity on this one right here. Let's go to Euro New Zealand dollar. Now, we are in on the Euro New Zealand dollar already. But let's see what it's creating here. And I think the opportunity came from, let's see here. When do we get in on that trade? So Euro New Zealand dollar, there it is there. We have how many positions? We've got 5 positions in on this sucker. So I'm assuming it came from last week. Yep. 28th of everything already came from the 28th of February. We got 2 positions on 28th February and then continue to trade this week. So there it is there. Actually, it started the 26th, my bad. So it definitely was from last week. Let's go ahead and see. I think I marked it off. Yeah, I did mark it off from last week. So this week creates a new opportunity for traders that are not in. Let's go to the pound. This is the euro pound. And euro pound is creating an opportunity. In fact, this is I think this trade developed this week. Let's go take a look right here. Euro pound. There's the first trade right here, and it came on the 2nd of March. So yes, and the entry point on this is going to be 86.34. So 86.34 was the entry point. 86.34. There we go. 86.34. This one is now active this week, and we're currently selling on an overbought condition from with an unhit target. All right. So that's it right here. That's the one we're looking at right here. And there's the entry point, 86.34. All right, so we're in. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Euro US dollar. Euro US dollar. And just a quick, let's just do a quick check, making sure everyone is on the same page. All right, so for those that have joined us for the first time, if this is the first time you join this training session, a couple of things you need to know. Number one, firstly, subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you've subscribed and you've got the bell button clicked so that you can get notifications when we go live. All right, we go live every day at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's the first thing you need to know. Second thing, everything I'm using the charting software called smarttrader.com. All right, smarttrader.com. You can go ahead and open up open up an account with them. You can demo it, whatever you want to do. But smarttrader.com is the software we're using. Then also we're using a trading system, a robot, trading robot. Trading robot information is in the description. If you want to get a hold of that, check out the description. Details are in the description for you to be able to get access to that. All right, so that's what we're doing. And then inside, once you get the actual EA, there are videos and everything else that's going to be able to describe and discuss exactly what we do and how we trade the trading system and how we trade the strategy throughout every part of the morning. All right, so everything is inside the description. Check it out and get access to this session. All right, now let's go ahead and continue. Euro US dollar. I believe this opportunity came I think it came out. Maybe it came out. Yeah, it came out this week with a little spike to the upside right here. So let's go ahead and take a look and see. Just to reconfirm it, Euro US dollar. There we go. So it did get picked up on there's only one trade in, and it did pick up this morning. And we're going to go ahead and check it out. It was 11.18, so 1.1118 was the entry point for a sell. So 11.18, let's go ahead and put that in. So 1.1118, and it is a sell. So we're active right now on this one right here. All right, so that's what it looks like from the Euro crosses. All right, so we've got 2 active ones this week. And then we're holding 3 active ones from last week. So we've got 5 in total out of the 6 Euro crosses. So definitely invested in Euro sell. Check it out. Check all those trades out there. Euro. Plenty Euro right here that we've got money invested into. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at now the pound crosses. Starting with the pound Canadian. And pound Canadian is a a hit target this week. I'm going to double check on that. All right, see if price actually got to our level. So let's go to pound CAD. I always like to look on the MT4 platform, and want to make sure it is. And actually, in fact, nope. It's going to be regarded as an unhit target, believe it or not, pound CAD. So let's go back to pound CAD right here. And see, we haven't got into an oversold condition yet. I'm going to go ahead and say this is an unhit target for right now. It may be a low probability. Let me see here. Maybe. I'm going to mark it off as a low probability right here. All right. So this would be, we'll be looking for a bullish alert on that. But it looks like a low probability opportunity as of right now. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at pound JPY. And pound JPY would have been picked up, so it looks like we have got a penny position on this one too. Also a buy position right here. We're looking for a buy alert. All right, so this may set up an opportunity for this this week. Let's go to pound and New Zealand dollar. And the question in the room here is how you trade unhit targets. Just like we're doing right here, we're looking for overbought, oversold conditions. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and trade towards those targets. So we have an unhit target right here, so this one becomes a no-go for this week. All right, no-go for this week. Again, all the videos inside the description that once you go ahead and get access to the actual software, the trading software, you'll be able to get the information of exactly how we trade it and all the ins and outs of that. Let's go to the Aussie. This is pound Aussie right here. And pound Aussie, if you take a look over here, pound Aussie. Oh, you say Leslie says that we're in on the pound, the pound JPY on Orlando. Really? Huh. So traders say some traders are in already on this one right here. Let me see here. This is the close right here on 6 o'clock. So come 8 o'clock, this is the one right here. Maybe. Some are already in on this one right here. I am not in. But we've got traders that are actually in. I've got, let me see, my account's managed by, currently right now it's managed by FXM right here. And the FXM is not a buy right now on pound JPY. Yep, I'm not in on pound JPY right now. So I've got traders that said, yep, they are in. Okay, well then you're in. Right? I'm gonna reflect what I have. And at the moment right now, I am not in. All right, so let's go back to pound Aussie. Oh, Deborah says pound FXCM is in on the pound. Wow, I'm not in on the pound. Well, let's take a look and see what's going on here. Pound JPY. Why am I not in? Pound JPY. Let me go ahead and throw in an indicator right here. And I'm going to throw in the RSI right here. Let's change that. I'm going to look for the inputs here. Let's change that 3070. And here it was here. Let's go ahead and put in, all you need is this data right here. And then you can see right here, this was the midnight candle right there. And RSI was 25. And we only started trading. What time is the broker? Let me see if I got this right. The broker is so we're so let's say that's 5 and this is 10. That's 7 hours. I've got that right. Let's see if I've got my settings here right. So from 3 o'clock broker time, I want to start trading. 3 o'clock broker time, that'll be 1, 2, and 3 right here. So that time, so the close of this candle right here, mine shows 30.23. Nope, I'm not in. So at the close of this candle right here, it was at 30.23. I'm definitely not in. Not on FXM. Not according to the way it's set up right here. No. So I am not in on that trade. Right? Maybe some of you are, but I am not. All right. Trish's, what does the global rate cut mean for forex trading? The global rate cut. Where do you get that from, Trish? Where are you reading that up? You're talking about the consensus. You're talking about consensus across the board based on rate decision? Based on consensus across the all major banks? Okay, good. Karen says she's also not in on the FXCM platform. All right, good. All right, good. All right, let's move on. Aussie US dollar right here. Pound Aussie. Pound Aussie hit target this week. That's a no-brainer right here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. Next one's going to be pound US dollar. And we have a hit target this week on pound US dollar. I'm going to double check that on the MT4 platform. Always go ahead and just double check to make sure, because I am trading on the MT4 platform using a software on the MT4 platform. And if you look over here, it doesn't look like I hit that price, 28.50. Nope. This high right here was at 28.50, and the target is at 28.54. So this is an unhit target. All right, very important that you note that we trade MT4 platform. So, and if you trade with FXCM, trading with Ando, or trading with any other sort of software, you have to realize that even though it may stay that you've hit it on your charting software, that's not what you're using to be able to trade. So I'm going to call this an unhit target. And we're probably going to look for a bullish alert on this one right here. All right. So this is an unhit target right here. Look for the bullish alert on that one. Let's go to Aussie JPY. All right. Trish, this is. I haven't read up on the news on that, but I'm assuming, and I know that there's been chatter about all central banks across the world, all major banks, probably going to be looking to follow the US. US possibly looking to start moving the rates, looking at a possible cut in rates. The consensus across the board are pretty positive to state whether or not they are or aren't going to go ahead and cut rates. And the chances are that we may end up seeing a rate cut. And if we do see a rate cut, then most of the world banks will go ahead and continue to follow, which means the world central banks will go ahead and follow suit. So this is, I'm assuming that is what it's about, Trish. I haven't read up on that yet, as of yet, and I will go ahead and do that and chat more about it in my my weekly update. Now, just so that you know, Trish, when you're trading this type of trading strategy we are right now, we don't really care too much about the news. Sure, we can go ahead and check out the news and see what's coming up in that, but it's not something that we're too concerned about. As long as we got good equity management in our trades, the way we trade right now is going to be safe as long as you keep very low equity management in your trades, right? If you're over leveraging, I can see why that could be a concern for everyone, all right? But if you're keeping low equity, low risk on your trades, then getting involved into the news with this strategy is not something we need to pay attention to, all right? Unless we over leverage. Now, going back to Aussie, now I am going to be talking about swing trading in my updated video for for the weekly update. And in that, I'll go ahead and discuss a little bit more about news and trends and how we put everything together based on news and trends. So we'll discuss that a little bit later in my next video. All right, let's go ahead and continue. So if we're checking out the Aussie JPY also, what do we call this one? All right, is this the one we checked out whether we hit the target or not? No, that was on the pound. Looks like we're going to check on the Aussie JPY as well. Also came pretty close. Now this, take a look over here. If you take a look at that high was at 71.19. Our target for this week is 71.19.6. So look at that. The high is also an unhit target. Believe it or not, it's an unhit target. Right? It came 0.06 away from that target right here. So I'm going to go ahead and call this an unhit target but a low probability. Now, I don't believe we're in on this trade right now. I don't believe this paid out. Nope. Hasn't got in, hasn't paid out. So we haven't got in on this trade. And double check that. Yep, no, we're not in. So we're going to go ahead and call this unhit target. But I'm going to throw in a low probability on this one right here. All right. Low probability there. And if anything, it's going to be a bullish alert. Yep, bullish alert. So we're going to go ahead and put it in right here. Low probability, not thinking too much for that. And then let's go ahead and take a look at Aussie and New Zealand dollar. Aussie and New Zealand dollar. And jumping into this one right here, we see that we have an unhit target. No price has been picked up yet. We're going to call this a low probability trading opportunity this week as well. This is going to be looking for I believe a bullish, yep, a bearish, my bad, bearish alert. I'm going to call a low probability as well this week. Let's go to Aussie CAD. Aussie CAD's a hit target. Let's go to Aussie US dollar. And Aussie US dollar is also a hit target this week as well. So both of these are hit targets right here. All right, let's go ahead and update the document. And then here, New Zealand CAD. New Zealand Canadian right here. It's just been a hit target right here. No opportunity this week, but a hit target on New Zealand CAD. And then US dollar Canadian is also a hit target as well. So we've got both of these as hit targets this week. So we're not going to be paying attention to this week. Now, the good thing on this is if we take a look over here, we do already have a trade, a bearish trade on the US dollar CAD. So we're already in on that. We also got a trade on Aussie US dollar. We're actually in the money on that one. And we're going to go ahead and take a look and see what that's doing right now. Now, a trader says, what's the narration on the Euro US dollar? All right, so what we're going to do is this. Okay, so just to give everyone a quick heads up on, there's two scenarios. First scenario is, or at least two processes in this process, right? First thing we're going to go ahead and do is we take a look at exactly what unhit targets we have for the current situation, where we are currently right now based on open positions. And any new positions that have taken place as well, we go ahead and pay attention to that. Now, once we've done that, then we go to do a quick update on pairs like Euro New Zealand dollar, when we have a lot of positions in. We've got 5 positions on the Euro New Zealand dollar. Then I want to go ahead and take a look at the overall direction of the market and see exactly why we're in 5 positions. And am I going to expect any more of that taking place this week? All right, that's really what I want to look at. And that goes the same for other currency pairs that I have deep positions in. So with us now looking at what we have right now, let's dig into Euro New Zealand dollar and take a look and see exactly why we're in 5 positions. And are we expecting to be in more of these positions, or is the market now going to turn towards our target? All right. So let's go ahead and take a look. So Euro, excuse me, Euro. Let's just I'm going to flip over to my 2020 trading room 2020. Let's see here. There we go. All right. So let's go to Euro New Zealand dollar. Always look at the daily time frame right here. And there we go. And Let's try that again. Euro, New Zealand dollar. All right, there we go. So we had a big gap over the mark over the weekend, right? We had a big gap over the weekend. As you can see right here, there's the gap. We are testing resistance, all right? And to be honest with you, I'm going to be looking at this now as an adjusted trend line. So in the short term, we can make an adjusted trend line right here, connect the dots right here, make an adjustment on this trend line. So we got our support. Let's go ahead and pull that up here. Oops, all right, my bad. All right, there it is. So now you can see right here, now that we have resistance at the top, this may be just temporary resistance, all right? It may just be a temporary resistance because we do have the long-term resistance up here at the top right here. So we do have some short-term resistance taking place right now. Now, excuse me, let me just take a sip here of my coffee because I'm getting a little throat itch here. All right. And so, looking at the situation right here, we have short-term resistance. Now, what is that we also have here? We spoke about a little bit of consolidation. I'm certain if I was a swing trader this week, I'm going to go ahead and start looking for some sell opportunities. If I'm already buying and bought enough on the long and I'm out of long positions, I'm going to start looking maybe to sell at this point here. Look for price to come back down to my support level. All right, so we're looking for price to come back down to support here. And then probably go back up again, all right? If we have a very short retracement and the price goes ahead and moves back up again, then clearly we go to the next level of resistance. So at the moment right now, my break-even point on the pound, let's see here, pound, yeah, sorry, euro, New Zealand dollar, not pound. My break-even point on this is priced at 75.22, all right, 75.22. So let's take a look here, 75.22. Pull in here, 75.22 would put me at there. All right, that's it. That's my break-even point right here. So that's my break-even point. So you can see that there's not a lot of pips before the market gets back to my break-even point. In fact, if I go to that pair on the euro, New Zealand dollar right here, I'm about 34 or 33 pips away from my break-even point. That's about here. All right, so that's the break-even. Now, if price is going to pull back, I'm expecting if price is going to pull back with this resistance, we could pull back to the backside of this trend line right here, which is about 786 pips. So we're definitely expecting euro bearish, or at least a euro sell-off, right? We're at resistance. We're looking at least a short term. If it continues, what is our worst case scenario? Price continues to rally and we go to the top over here. Look at another 670 pips going long. If we go 670 pips long and we've got about an 80R distance of about 134, that'll put me into another probably 3 positions deep. Maybe 4 maximum, 4 position. So from being 5 positions deep, I may go into 9 as a worst case scenario. So call it 9 or 10 positions deep on that before price starts working its way back down south. So what can I do regarding this trade right now? The honest truth, traders, is nothing. All right, cannot do anything at this point in time. You got to stay locked and loaded and keep it and stick with the strategy and do not falter away from following through with the process. So we don't do anything right now. But what we can say is that we're expecting some sort of short-term correction. All right, short-term correction. I don't foresee this price moving all the way down here. If it does, fantastic. But we know that we are just going to go ahead and chase after this level. I believe our target on this is 170, which is right here at this pink line. Let me double check on that, make absolutely certain. All right, so my target is 170.09. Yeah, 170.09 is exactly that. So prices needs to drop back down to this level here for me to make profit on my 5 positions. Okay, and we're going to make quite a bit of pips on this. This is going to be a home run on this trade right here. Not that we chase off the home runs, definitely not the case, but this could be, in fact, a home run based on the position we have. So we're going to hold on to the euro New Zealand dollar. Now we're also in on the euro Aussie, 4 positions on the euro Aussie, and let's take a look and see where we're at right here. Now I don't know if you recall, but I spoke about the 127 being a very key factor. Price has moved up to the 1.27, And we actually gapped over the weekend too. You can see there's a gap. The gap's been filled already. Here's the gap over the weekend right here. Gap's already been full, but we're expecting price to move off resistance. So even with that gap, we're still expecting price to continue to move back down to retest 65.73. 65.73. Now, what is my break-even point on this? Do you see when I'm going to be in the money? My break-even point on this is at 68. So 68 is my break-even point. I mean, 4 positions on this. 68 will be deep in the money when price gets down to 65.73. So when price gets down to 65.73, I don't care where my target's at. I'm going to probably go ahead and take the money and get the heck out of Dodge. And the reason why is because this retest will just go ahead and create some more support for the market to go ahead and want to do this. So we're going to get this sort of action. So as price starts stalling here and heads down south, we're looking to buy back up again to go north, but when price comes down to support. So right now, we're looking for a sell-off. Now, just so that you know, as a swing trader, if we did not buy at this support right here, then that means we're waiting for price to move back down to support to go ahead and start buying to the top of resistance. All right? So we're going to be buying off support and selling off resistance. Right now, we're not going to sell in the middle of the road based on a swing trader, although we're doing that based on these setups and strategy that we're following right now. But as a swing trader, we're waiting for price to dip, then rally back up north. Right? We're absolutely going to go ahead and do that. But for right now, all I got to do is just wait on the side. Just wait on the side, allow price to move back to our targets. Now we've got the next one that I'm going to go ahead and check out. And that's the only one really that we need to pay attention to right now is the Euro CAD. We just picked up, I think, the 3rd position on that. We're on 3 position on Euro CAD. Now, what is Euro CAD doing? Euro CAD, let's go back to the charts right here. And once again, let's take a look at support and resistance. If I look at the long-term outlook, we're absolutely moving back into this long-term range. Look over here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move this chart. So this is the long-term target right here. We have also a short-term trend line. You can see right here. Price is now breaking through that short-term trend line. And with price breaking through that short-term trend line, I've already said last week that if we break through here, we're going to look for price to come back to retest support, and then we start looking to buy again. So as a swing trader, we're waiting on the sideline. All right, we're waiting for action. In fact, if I go to my setups here on the swing trade setups right here, you'll see that I've got on the Euro CAD. There it is there. Take a look there. Stand aside. All right, we said we're sideways, stand aside. Why are we standing aside? Because this was the sideways range that we're in, right? This is right here. And price is now broken through, and we're also broken through the downward trend line. So we stand aside, and the reason why we stand aside is because we're waiting for price to come down to re-enter and start buying long, right? That's the reason why we stand aside, because we're waiting for the opportunity to come back to support. When it comes back to support, we're going to be using trading systems to go ahead and buy long. Now, the thing is this. In the strategy that we're following right now, which is a counter trend strategy, we are currently selling. We're selling looking for that correction move. When price corrects, this is where we're going to get out. All right? And so it's also important to know how to be able to identify correction and how to be able to identify trends. All right? And if you know how to identify trends and how to identify direction, or at least correction, then you can anticipate what you expect in the market. So at the moment right now, no sort of panic needed. All we need to do right now is stand aside, or not stand aside, we need to be still, allow the market to do what it needs to do. All right, there's nothing we can do other than continue to follow what we're doing right now. We'll allow the market to do what it needs to do. There is going to be a time, and trust me, there's contraction, there's expansion, and there's trending phases. All right, all we got to do is allow the market to do what it needs to do. Banks are trying to manipulate price in a direction to full retail traders. Don't get caught up in that emotional ride just because you are in 1 or 2 or maybe 5 positions, 6 positions deep on your trade. That's not how. Remember, that's part of the trading plan, right? part of our trading plan is that we're trying to anticipate what the bank traders are doing. When price has been pushed higher or lower to full retail traders, we're trying to get in with the banks and trying to make sure that we're in. And so what we're doing is we're using multiple entry points to be able to minimize the risk, all right, of being stopped out every time, but also to be able to spread the risk out so that when price does go ahead and move and the banks move the price in our direction, we're going to profit from that. All right. But the most important thing, and I cannot emphasize the importance of that, is risk management. You've got to manage the risk properly. Now, I get it, and I'm going to say it again. I understand traders want to go ahead and risk a little more of their account because they have a higher risk appetite on trades. But you also risk the fact of being margin called or run out of margin or limiting the amount of currency pairs that you trade. So the best thing for you to do is to always minimize your risk to a bare minimum to be able to get and participate in the market without putting high risk on the table. Now, the risk is all on you. How you want to risk your account is on you. I'm not a CTA, so I cannot tell you what to do and how to be able to manage your risk. That's got to be your thing, all right? All I can do is show you what I'm doing and how I'm entering and how I'm managing my position. Now, if I take on more risk, all right, it's on me. If I decide to take on more risk and I place more risk on my trade, it's on me. I have certain targets, certain things that I want to achieve from my trading account. And that's going to be dependent on, of course, how I want to manage it, depending on how I will be rewarded or how I will be punished if I over leverage on my trading account. All right, everyone's for themselves right now. But the most important thing right here, traders, is the strategy we follow over time. We've seen it year and year and year again, and I've been trading this for almost 5 years, this exact strategy, all right? I've applied it probably 10 years ago, but I've made some adjustments to it over the last 5 years, but I've been trading the strategy year on year on year, and the one thing that always comes to pass, all right? The more you risk, all right, the more you risk, the bigger the returns are going to be, but the more you place yourself under risk when price does not pull back. So when we have these very aggressive trends, all right, traders that over leverage run into problems. Traders that manage their risk properly are okay. They survive, they move through it, they make money, and they make good profits, all right? So very, very important. I cannot illustrate how important that is than I have already. Very important that you manage that risk properly. All right, so to sum it up, all right, sum it up for this morning. And I know it's not Preachy Friday, but I guess with me being underwater right now, I'm a little touchy. I'm just kidding, all right? Not good start to the week. Well, they say it comes in threes, right? They say it comes in threes. And I've had a gallbladder operation. I've been sent to the hospital on emergency gallbladder removal. I've had my air conditioning blowout last week, which is still going to be fixed. I've got the burst water heater. I think by the way, in my hot tub, the motor blew a couple of weeks ago as well, which I've got that on the repair order as well. So yeah, they say it comes in threes, but I've had 4 things happen. 4 things happen over the last 2 weeks. And guess what? All right, guess what? I am still smiling because Jesus loves me, and no matter what happens, I'm still going to go ahead and move forward. Doesn't matter. It's just money, right? All right, it's just money. All right, so 4 things happened to me this last 2 weeks. Underwater right now, water heater blast. It's not a good week, but you know what? I'm smiling. It's all good. Still got some good trades. Hopefully the trades turn out to be great this week. All right, we'll check out and see what happens. All right, so quickly sum it up. All right, this is what it is. We got what? We got Euro New Zealand dollar. We got Euro Aussie. We got Euro CAD. We got US dollar CAD. We got Aussie US dollar. We got Euro pound. We got Euro US dollar. Those are the trades that we got currently right now that we're in. And check it out. We have most of them, in fact, all of them, all sell positions. All sell positions. All right. We're up so far this year. As you can see right here, we're trading this year, and we're up 6%. But we are holding positions open. We're very small drawdown at the moment right now, but we've got positions open this year. This month was obviously it's a new month. Last month was good for us. Last month was almost 6% closed out, so we closed out at 5.89. We're doing really good. You can see all the currency pairs that we're following right here. Plenty currency pairs. Got 17 that we're actually following. All right. So currently right now, we're doing really, really good. Listen here. If you're not following the strategy, if you're not part of the session on a week-to-week or a day-to-day basis, you may want to get yourself involved. Hey, check out the details. I have put everything inside the description how you can get involved. And look out for the weekly video. I'm going to be posting that out a little bit later on today. That's going to be interesting because we're going to be looking at trends, identify directional bias, and then deploying EAs in that direction. I'll put all the links on how to be able to get involved in my trading room, how to be able to get the EA that I'm using for trend-based systems. Because listen here, traders, I am a fan about automation. But I'm also a big fan of staying in control of my own trading account, which means that I want to manage the directional bias based on my technical analysis. I trust my technical analysis, been doing for a while. I understand exactly how market trends reverse. And then what I want to do is I want to take direction and confirm the direction based on my technical analysis. And then what I want to go ahead and do is deploy the trading system in that direction once the conditions and the logic lines up. That's it. Simple. I'm keeping it very, very simple. And so my weekly trading, my weekly updates from this week onwards is going to be slightly different than I've done before in the past. Before in the past, we go ahead and look for trading opportunities. We just talk about these setups. But this time around, we're actually going to go ahead and start deploying. So we're focusing more on what is happening this week and how we should be able to trade it and whether or not we're going to deploy trading systems in that direction. It's going to be great, fantastic, awesome. Check it out. It's coming out this afternoon. Hey, traders, you guys have a fantastic day. And, yeah, I'm going to still go ahead and try and clean up the water around me right here. But we're going to go ahead and see everyone back again tomorrow. Check out and see what our trades are doing. I'm probably expecting the Euro, the crosses that I'm in right now, to only start showing some good profit by Thursday. So check this out. Write it down. Thursday, I'm expecting to see some good trades in the money by Thursday. All right, that's my prediction right here. So we're not only going to have great trades on Thursday in the money, but we're also going to have a clean and dry surface for me to go ahead and broadcast on. All right, we're not going to have water dripping down all over the place because of the floods from the burst pipe, but we're going to be good to go. All right, so this is what I'm projecting for Thursday. All right, guys, that's it from me. You guys have an awesome day. We'll see you back tomorrow. This is FX Big Dog signing off.